an incredible moment in the CBS broadcast of Final Four basketball, where there was somehow a discussion going on around Robert F. Kennedy's famous speech in Indianapolis on the night that MLK Jr. was assassinated. And Barkley had this to say about our contemporary politics, which I think basically just nails the entire dynamic. Let's take a listen.
Man, I think most white people and black people are great people. I really believe that in my heart. But I think our system is set up where our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, are designed to make us not like each other so they can keep their grasp of money and power. They divide and conquer. I truly believe in my heart most white people and black people are awesome people, but we're so stupid following our politicians, whether they're Republicans or Democrats. And their only job is, hey, let's make these people not like each other. We don't live in their neighborhoods. We all got money. Let's make the whites and blacks not like each other. Let's make rich people and poor people not like each other. Let's scramble the middle class. I truly believe that in my heart.
Well said, Charles. I saw a game passed around, people saying Charles Barkley understands American politics better than most people who work in politics. And I think he's right. And I think it was, it's an amazing thing he's reacting to, because I think about that 68 speech all the time. It's just so crazy when you think about it. In Indianapolis, that speech that Robert F. Kennedy gave, he was quoting like Greek poetry, Aeschylus, from memory too, from the heart. And it was just a moment, I think, that in the worst of times, you really see people who are called. And it's amazing, I think, in order to think, because in one hand, Biden is elected and the temperature is going down. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, politics are worse than ever. I covered it today on the Georgia thing and like the corporate America, and then the Republicans still trying to restrict the vote. And it's like there is still animation of like hatred, really, from both sides. And I do think it was important for Charles to say something like that. And I always think that whenever you see something like that, I mean, frankly, we say this kind of stuff all the time. That went so viral. I mean, that was like one of the most viral things that I've seen on the internet. So I think there is a hunger for it out there. And maybe that, it gives me some hope at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is actually maybe the most interesting part of it is
how viral it went.
Yeah. Because actually, it's not that he understands politics better than the politicians or the players in Washington. They understand this dynamic perfectly well.
That's true.
They just want to cover it up. They don't want to talk about it because that exposes their game.
Yeah.
Why this went so viral is because it's such an obvious truth, but no one ever says it. Mm-hmm. Not on mainstream television to millions and millions of people. And so it was like, oh my God, he actually said the thing. He actually exposed the real game that's being played here. The one quibble I would have is that typically, actually, there's a lot of unifying rhetoric around rich people and poor people, all while rich people are waging war on those poor people. So I do think the dynamic there is a little bit different. But overall, he's completely 100% spot on, and everyone in the country knows it.
Yeah.
Everyone in the country knows it. It sounds actually like not only has he been watching Rising, but he's been reading Taibbi's Hating book.
Yes.
Because it's not just the politicians, it's all the institutions surrounding and supporting the political class and their whole game playing, media being prime among them. Obviously, Taibbi's thesis being that, look, this is a way making you hate and fear your neighbor. Mm-hmm. That's a tremendous way to gin up ratings because you never run out of endless places to go with that fear and with that animosity, making you terrified. Whoever's down the street, whoever has a different view from you, next community over, living in a different part of the country, whatever it is out to get you, destroy your family, destroy your way of life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Very profitable game for those who are at the top.
We live in the highest age of negative partisanship in really modern American history, and that's the biggest problem. Everybody votes against, nobody votes for. And it's funny, I wanted to go post that. I saw this clip, I wanted to post it on Instagram. I couldn't find anybody in the media who covered it. And
really?
The only person I did was Fox News. And I was like, well, this is kind of ironic. Like these are people who are directly complicit too. But they were looking at it as like an anti-woke thing or whatever.
Like this isn't the own you think it is.
No, I know. It was, their headline is like, says politicians exploit racial and other differences to keep their grasp on money and power. I'm like, do you know who you're reporting? Anyway, but I thought it was fascinating that I was like, wait, so this went mega viral on Twitter. And I was like, and so you Google it, I was trying to find a headline to post on Instagram or something. All I could find was Fox Fox like nobody else. And then even whenever I Googled it, we're talking like USA Today, Sporting News, Fox News, and then Philly Voice. That's it. I got 4 hits.
Wow.
Basically on Google News. And so it tells you a lot. That's what a lot of these people are in the business of. Fox, I guess has a lot of cognitive dissonance whenever it comes to this. The rest of them don't even bother. And I just think that shows you a lot, which is that in the age of social media, the stuff like this, which goes viral, has to bypass all these elite channels because they're all in the same game. And that's how they make all of their money. And
that is actually
it really
is.
Yeah,
Fox
it's a
is just
fascinating
shameless.
extra.
They're just shameless enough to
want the
post it
clips,
and be
yeah.
like, it's not about us.
Yeah.
It's talking about the other ones,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's
Yeah. It's
impressive,
funny.
guys.
Yeah.
Tomorrow on Rising, all our friends are here, including Jennifer Holdsworth Karp, Rachel Bovard, Ryan Grimm.
That's right. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. Don't miss any of our videos. Don't forget to like and share as well. And we will see you all tomorrow.
Have a good one, guys.